It's Kenny and Christian here, and
Hey.
before we start this video, we just want you to know that we just uploaded a new video on our 10 tips for relationships and how it can improve your relationships or your dating skills, your marriage.
Yep.
So check the video out, especially if you're an XJW.
Yes, it's down below. Hey guys, we got another video for you today. We got something to talk about.
Yes.
And we got the dog here to kind of keep us calm. Otherwise, we might be a little bit too angry or annoyed.
We're pretty upset right now about this.
Mm-hmm.
So, you know, governing body member of the Jehovah's Witnesses, Tony Morris, he was found at the liquor store purchasing a lot of alcohol. You can see on the buggy that he was that was shown in the video. We'll post some pictures, videos. And I mean, this is something that just really rattled me when I saw this, because how many times have we seen ordinary Jehovah's Witnesses either get disfellowshipped or reproved for getting drunk? And you see him, he's taking a lot of alcohol wherever he's going. I don't know, it could be to Bethel, wherever it could be.
It's like hard liquor too.
Yeah. And you know what? If a Jehovah's Witness had a wedding and they wanted to bring alcohol, technically that's okay. But they really don't want you to do that. You know? Because what if someone at the party got drunk? They say it would ruin the whole party because someone got drunk there. And here you see him, he's bringing a bunch of alcohol on a buggy to wherever he's going. Maybe he's keeping it for himself, I don't know. But it really disturbs me because, you know what? This is so typical in the Jehovah's Witness organization. And I'm going to tell you a story, the reason why. And I mentioned this before. My father, who's an elder, a longtime elder, has gotten drunk so many times at home. I remember him growing up constantly getting drunk every week. And yet at the same time, he would go up on stage and talk about the dangers of getting drunk and, you know, the dangers of alcohol. And, you know, alcohol can make you happy, but you got to be careful. You got to be responsible. You got to know your limits. But he would do this constantly at night, drinking from a mug, getting drunk, right? And I spoke to this person who I grew up with in the Spanish Hall, and we were talking on Instagram, and he told me that of his experience with a friend, and I remember his name is Mateo. His name is Matthew, but we called him Mateo. He was from the English Hall, and he and this guy every other weekend they would drink, and they would either get tipsy or they would get drunk, right? And Mateo, he's a really nice guy. I'm telling you, like this kid, he was a really nice, super nice guy. He would help so many people. He would do anything to help people. And then I find out that he was at a judicial committee and my father got him disfellowshipped for getting drunk. And I was just so upset because I knew of the hypocrisy that my father displayed in the congregation. The elders in the congregation that we were in, the last one, they knew of his hypocrisy as well. And he disfellowships Mateo for getting tipsy or drunk. And I just, it just made me so upset to then see this video of Tony Morris, the governing body of Jehovah's Witnesses, you know, supposed to be the example for all 8 million or something Jehovah's Witnesses. And he goes around and to this liquor store and he gets a bunch of alcohol. And
like I said, like it's hard liquor, and we all know usually hard liquor is usually to, you know, get tipsy or drunk. You don't usually just have a little hard liquor for dinner. That's usually you have some little white wine maybe, right?
Yeah.
What was it, like whiskey or something?
Yeah, Jameson's Scotch whiskey. I don't know, something like that.
Yeah. And I mean, even me when we were dating, like, his dad gave us a hard time dating specifically because I had gotten drunk at a party a year before I met him. And while his dad was mad at me for this, his dad was getting drunk at the same time.
All the time.
And it was a one-time occasion for me, and yet he's like repeatedly. It's just like the hypocrisy, especially from, I feel like the people in position in the organization. The higher you are, I feel like there's more hypocrisy the higher you are.
Time.
And you're actually supposed to be more exemplary, right? Because you're an elder, or you're a CEO, or you're the governing body. But yet, I feel like the more you go up, the more corrupt it is.
Yeah. And like, you know what? I'm sorry if this seems like we seem angry or bitter here, but you know what? I feel like when it comes to this kid Mateo, like, I failed because I really tried really hard to look for him. I didn't know he was disfellowshipped.
Mm-hmm.
Apparently he deleted all social media and things, and he went missing.
He's probably really depressed right now.
Yeah, and he was someone who suffered from depression too.
Who knows? Maybe he was drinking because he was depressed.
Yeah. And,
in the first place.
And I couldn't find him, and like I said, he was a really nice guy.
Mm-hmm.
And it makes me so upset to see someone like, elders disfellowship him for something like that when they're so hypocritical. You may think as a Jehovah's Witness that this is an isolated incident.
Mm-mm.
It happens way, way, way more than you think.
Yeah.
And you know what? Jehovah's Witnesses will then say, well, leave it in Jehovah. Jehovah will take care of it. But this guy, he's supposed to be the example for all Jehovah's Witnesses, whether governing body or elder.
Mm-hmm.
They're supposed to be examples. Why are they still there in position for so many years? And I can't feel sorry for this man. Even despite how old Tony Morris is in the video, I can't feel sorry for him because I can only think of so many people who have committed suicide because of the whole shunning, for being disfellowshipped, for being called immoral, liars, bad people, apostates,
Mm-hmm.
for simply not wanting to be a Jehovah's Witness, or for being disfellowshipped for being drunk once or twice. And then this guy here, you see him, he has all this alcohol and he's supposed to be the example. Like I said, if we ever brought that amount of alcohol to a party, a wedding, get in big time trouble.
It's kind of like the equivalent of seeing, a Catholic person seeing the Pope out, like, getting wasted.
Yeah.
We've seen hypocritical, right? It's like that's what, the governing body is to Jehovah's Witnesses. So it just seems so weird to see him in that. Like, what?
Yeah. It makes me so upset.
Oh, yeah, we feel bad for this guy. Like, if you are watching Mateo, please message us.
Yeah, I'd like to catch up with him because he's, like I said, he's a really nice person.
Mm-hmm.
And
I feel like the Watchtower always goes after like the nicest people though, just from a mistake, not even a mistake. You know what I mean? And then the people who do like really bad stuff are still in the organization, not being shunned to this day. I know a handful of elders that are still in the organization, have never been disfellowshipped. Everyone loves them, and yet they're some of the meanest people who've done some really mean things. And then the people who made some mistakes or did something that you're not supposed to do, but are actually really good people, are either committed suicide or shunned or are marked as bad association, they have no friends in the hall. It's just like I feel like the higher you get, the more of a jerk you become too, and the more hypocritical you are.
Exactly, and it makes me so upset because these people, they go on stage and they give such excellent talks, wonderful talks. And then behind closed doors when no one's watching, they're doing this thing.
Yeah. Yeah, it's really annoying. Yeah. And if you're watching this and you personally have been affected by being shunned, or we feel you. We know what it's like. It's not cool. The Tony Morris guy gets to go and have his family and go and have a nice drink or whatever he's doing. Yet thousands of people, including us, don't have their families because we don't follow their rules. Yet he can break the rules when he wants to, right?
And they'll tell Jehovah's Witnesses to look at us, former Jehovah's Witnesses, as super bad, evil people.
Oh yeah, and how do you think he's buying the booze? Where's all the money going? Because liquor's expensive. You think that's coming out from his own work at, Safeway, a grocery store? No.
Yeah, he doesn't work.
It's from the Jehovah's Witness contribution box. That's where the money's going to. It's going to lawsuits against sexual abuse, or it's going towards purchasing alcohol for themselves.
Crazy opulence.
Yeah.
Anyways, we just wanted to make this video, just a little bit of a rant here on that. But like we said, we also made a video when it comes to relationships and marriages, and to which, in our opinion, is very, very different, our relationship compared to
when we were Jehovah's
Witnesses. And, it's,
completely different dynamic and a healthier dynamic.
Our 10 tips.
Yeah, so if you want to see what it's like to have a normal relationship outside of the Watchtower, we'll put the link down below to our other video. Give that a watch. But yeah, anyways, just wanted to share our thoughts on that and kind of bring awareness to more hypocrisy in the organization, and just give a voice again to anybody who's been hurt because of these people.
I really feel for the genuine good Jehovah's Witnesses.
Oh, of course.
And there's a bunch of them. I just really feel for them because they don't know that they're being suckered right now.
Yeah.
Big time.
I feel like the ones that are mean, I kind of know that the organization's fake.
Yeah.
They just like the position, like the power.
And if they don't, they really like their position.
That's what I mean. They like their position.
Their power. You have people who they have no real career, and I don't mean to be disrespectful to cleaners, because
we're cleaners.
We're cleaners too, but you don't really have any serious career profession going on. So to be an elder of some sort in a congregation and to have people admire you or give you some sort of respect, or they have to obey you,
become addictive, right?
Follow you,
and you'll do anything to keep that kind of status.
Yeah.
And for some people, they're so narcissistic that
they like that authority.
Yeah, they like it. Even if the organization were to be, even if they were to find out it's not true, I think they'd just be like la 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 la, because they want their little bubble life.
Yeah, it breeds a lot of narcissists, in my opinion.
Oh yeah.
A lot of abuse.
Governing body members, all of them, 99% of them are all narcissists.
And if we haven't said it already, Jehovah's Witnesses, if you're watching, we don't hate you.
No, we hate the structure of the organization because it's very abusive.
Yeah. If we hated you,
we would be making these videos.
Exactly.
We make these videos because we care about the good Jehovah's Witnesses out there.
Yeah.
Including, this guy Matthew.
Yeah. He's a cool guy. But
anyways,
that's all we got for now.
If you enjoyed this video, give it a like, comment, and we'll see you in our next video.
Alright.
Bye.
Bye, guys.